And if you were out there even really early this morning, it was pretty hot. We had temperatures waking up in those mid-60s, even pushing 70 degrees. Live look right now across Carbondale and Jackson County. We've got blue skies, but those temperatures still very warm. We're in the low 90s, running about 10 degrees above average. Pretty rare there are heat index that actually feels a lot cooler. I should say at least a couple degrees cooler because of our dew points, but nevertheless still feeling like 90 degrees as you're walking outside. We've got Sparta right at 90 degrees, 91 for Mount Vernon and Carmi. Paducah, one of the warmer spots at 92, along with Poplar Bluff and Cape Girardeau. So today we have that threat tracker pretty high just because it is very hot and it's some of the hottest temperatures we've seen all year. Going into the next part of the early half of the week, we're still going to be pretty warm. We're tracking the chance for some isolated storms fueled by that heat. And then by the time we get to midweek, we're tracking that pretty brief cool down Wednesday and then into Thursday. Radar and satellite fairly calm over our region, even surrounding areas. We have that low pressure off to our west. So the plains still tracking some of that rain. It should stay over there for the most part. Our storm chances will actually come from the warm temperatures and not so much from the low pressure that we're seeing. So still pretty warm outside. If you have any evening activities, just, friendly reminder to pace yourself, stay hydrated. We have temperatures in the mid 90s across the board. By 8 o'clock, still a lot of areas feeling close to 90. Carbondale 87, Union City 86. Overnight tonight will fall back down into the mid 60s, low 70s, which is still very mild for the time of year as far as our lows go. If you're waking up early for your Sunday off to church, it's going to be warm yet again in the low 70s by lunchtime. Pushing 90 degrees for parts of southern Illinois. Our southernmost cities like Sikeston, Union City, Murray already hitting that 90-degree mark. Then of course by the evening we really hit that 90-degree mark again. So a lot of warm air on the way, fairly dry. That possibility for maybe a couple of the isolated storms still sticking around, but not worth canceling any of your weekend plans. Highs tomorrow around 92 for Monday, Tuesday right at 90. There's that really nice cool down. Even that mid-Atlantic trough kind of pushing through. It really just drops us back to where we should be for early June, but hopefully you get at least a little bit of reprieve for that 10-degree difference. Great to have the Storm Tracker app. As I said, some of that heat will actually bring some isolated storm chances to the region. So that extends through the end of the weekend into the start of the work week into midweek. And really, we could use some of that rain. Drought monitor still showing the worst of the drought in the country off over the plains. So good they're seeing some rain today. Locally, we're hurting at least a little bit. We're starting to kind of keep an eye on things. It's just that time of the year. We're seeing dry conditions extending from Cape Girardeau over towards Murray in Kentucky. But ending the weekend again on a very warm note, tracking some isolated storms. And then by Monday and Tuesday, still pretty warm as well. So really feeling more like summer and looking more like a summer forecast. But luckily, if you are tired of the heat, we've got some 80s on the way.
And until then, stay hydrated.
Pretty much.
Thank you, Katie.
Thanks.
Well,